So we've seen gameplay for DMZ and Warzone 2 from streamers. It looks like Activision has flown a particular set of streamers out to play the new DMZ mode. That's what a lot of people are excited about. We've already experienced Warzone, however, from what I saw of the first Warzone, it didn't look incredible. Although the proximity chat kind of reeled me in a little bit. I was like, proximity chat, you say? I remember proximity chat from, I think, PUBG. I don't know if it still has it. I remember like H1Z1, I think, had. I can't remember. I know one of them games. I think it was PUBG that had proximity chat. I don't know if they still have it. But that's the cool feature. And I wonder if proximity chat's going to be in DMZ as well. Because that would be pretty funny. Fuck you, give me. I'm pretty sure it's going to be in DMZ because I mean it is in Escape from Tarkov. I think proximity chat, so it would be a cool addition. Now DMZ, if you don't really know what it is, it's an extraction-like shooter. It's sort of a battle royale. However, the loot you have, I think you take all of it with you. If you successfully extract. Now, from what I've seen, I think AI actually come after you when you're extracting in DMZ. Because I've seen a few streamers get hammered to shit. They were trying to run away and they were getting shot, trying to cover themselves, and it looked like AI was after them. I'm not entirely too sure if it was AI or players. I couldn't really see, but I'm guessing it's AI. Consider they got taken out in seconds. And AI pretty much have aimbot on you anyway. They can aim straight at you, like no matter, But DMZ, from looking at the gameplay, it looked very good. I'm kind of excited, and plus it's free to play. So if you haven't purchased Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, you can still play DMZ. I think I'm assuming it's free to play anyway, unless they change their mind, which I highly doubt it. Although that would be a pretty scummy move. I mean, we're talking about Activision here. I don't think they're that scummy, though. Either way, DMZ is going to hopefully be a great addition to the Call of Duty universe, and I hope in the coming years, maybe, I don't know how long this game mode will survive. This game mode may be a one-off. Heck, this game mode might be like Warzone, a continuous thing. Over the years, we may get updates better, making it sort of... It may even span out to be its own whole different separate game. Who knows? I don't know what call it. It depends how successful DMZ is. Although I'm pretty sure if they keep it going and add more content to it, add incredible... like maybe new maps and new locations and stuff like that... I'm sure it would blow up, and I'm sure a lot of streamers would actually put some time playing into it. I know Dr. Disrespect is a sort of a big time. He's starting to get into, extraction shooters like Escape from Tarkov, and I love Escape from Tarkov myself. I'm not a huge player, I don't play it constantly, but I bob on now and again, and I like how the tacticalness of Escape from Tarkov is, it has a slow play. If you've played, for anyone who hasn't played Escape from Tarkov, if you've played Rainbow Six Siege, it kind of has movement like that, slowish movement, that makes you play a lot more tactical. You don't do what you do in Call of Duty, run and gun and dolphin diving and blah blah blah. You don't do that. So, it's a little bit weird. I don't know how this is going to play with Call of Duty movement. It's going to probably make it a lot easier. However, Call of Duty has some slowish movement. I know Cold War had kind of a sped up movement system. Vanguard again was kind of sped up. The movement just felt a lot faster. Then you go to Modern Warfare 2 and you kind of tested. This is where a lot of people were tested with how their movement is, and especially they've removed a pretty big player in the movement system, which was slide cancelling. A lot of people slide cancelled. I'd even say I was guilty of it. But if it's in the game, I'm gonna use it. So now it's gone. It kind of makes me play tactics. I still slide, of course. I mean, that mechanic's been in Call of Duty for, God, I'd say since Call of Duty Ghosts, we saw like very minimal sliding. So it's been in Call of Duty for a while now. And it's a mechanic that I think a lot of people like, but a lot of people don't like. So movement is going to be a big play factor in DMZ. You can pick. It looks like in Warzone and DMZ, there. I know this has already been mentioned, I think, but fuel. Yeah, I think you can fill up at like gas stations and stuff, which is really cool. I do like that take. I thought that's more of a tactical thing again with vehicles. People can't just drive them anywhere. They have to play more tactically, and where are they going to go with this vehicle? Oh no, I'm running out of fuel. Do I take it and risk my life to fill it up, or do I just ditch it and find another vehicle and try to play tactically and stuff like that? So I think that's going to add a new level of people playing better and people playing smarter rather than just going around. Because I remember in Warzone, you'd have a lot of people in Big Berthas just driving around, and the Humvees as well, driving around just running people out, and it was kind of cool to see that. But it was like, well, I wish they would add a system where it's like they're not abusing that all game, and they're not able just to stick it. I remember you could put a trophy system on one of them, and you were pretty much invisible. I mean, the only thing that could take you down is, gunshots and stuff like that, unless they put a patch in and said, oh, any gunshots with a trophy system didn't work. But either way, Season 1, this is all coming in Season 1, so it looks like we're getting drip-fed content. It's Call of Duty's like, oh, we're going to slowly give you this content. Slowly give you it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Now, Season 1 is around the corner, the 16th of November. Not long now, I think it's the 10th day, so 6 days. So in a week's time, we're going to see better content. I'm excited as hell. I know a lot of people say don't be excited for Call of Duty. I'm not going to get my hopes up, but I'm still excited. Of course. I mean, it's a Call of Duty update, for fuck's sake. I remember these in the old Call of Duty days, when the Call of Duty came out. I know it didn't have as much content. All the Call of Duties, a lot of the content was paid for through map packs. But I like free-to-play content because it means more people play the content, and it's not blocked. When something's locked behind a paywall, especially, map packs were great. I thought it was a great addition, making them pay. But then what would happen is a lot of people don't have them, because as soon as someone sees a price tag for a couple of maps, they're like, you know what, I don't really care. So it's kind of cool they've added that feature of sort of free to play, and then you just buy it through the battle pass. I think that's a good way, and they're still making a profit, so maybe this was the better business idea all along. However, Season 1 is going to be in Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare. Now, I haven't really seen what's going to happen to Warzone 1. Okay, so it looks like Warzone 1 will not be shutting down, which is very weird because Overwatch completely shut down Overwatch 1 and just converted it into Warzone or Overwatch 2. So it's a little bit weird why Warzone is the original Warzone will. I'm pretty sure they'll close the servers on the day and then change the name, or the name will be changing from Warzone to Warzone Caldera. So it will be still support. They say they will still support it, but it won't get any major support. To be quite honest, I don't think anyone's going to play that. Like, I personally, if I was them, I'd just completely shut it off. Unless they're not shutting it off because it would affect Modern Warfare 2019. But a lot of people hate Caldera. I think it's one of the worst Warzone maps we've seen ever from Call of Duty. It's a bad map. It's not a great map. It's just a sniper's paradise. There's people camp. It's just not a great map. I can't imagine it being filled up incredible. I mean, it's going to die eventually, of course. But I guess a lot of people jump on from time to time because their operators are still on there. But most people will probably be just transferring over to Warzone. I mean, if you have bought an operator in the last month or two, that's kind of on you. If you bought any skins or anything like that, that's kind of on you, that whole thing. So it is what it is. I mean, it quite clearly does say only available in Warzone 1. I don't know how it's going to be called. Is this going to be called Warzone 2.0? I don't know how they're going to name this. I mean, it's a bit weird calling it Warzone 2.0. Are they just going to call it Warzone 2? Or I think it's just going to be called Warzone. Although people are going to get confused again. I don't know what they're going to do about the name. Like I said, keeping the original game up might confuse a lot of people. Apparently, Rebirth Island is not going to be in this. However, I don't know. We may get. I'm pretty sure they're going to bring Rebirth Island back. We're going to get it in Warzone 2 because I know that's one of the fan favorites for Warzone Rebirth Island because of how small it is and easy it is to sort of get kills on. A lot of people play Rebirth Island. So I can imagine it will probably be coming back. I don't think they're gonna get rid of it. However, hey, you never know. It's Call of Duty after all. They could completely never add that back. But I would love to see Rebirth back. I'm not a huge Rebirth player, but I think it would please a lot of fans. So it looks like obviously your cosmetic items and stuff like that and blueprints will stay on Warzone 1, and it looks like they're going to be keeping Warzone 1 online for a while at least. I'm going to say until the next iteration of Call of Duty at least. I'm not entirely sure how long this is, like I said, going to be supported. I can't imagine it being incredibly popular, this game. I mean, it's still going to have players, of course, because it's a free-to-play game. But since most people are just going to stick to Warzone 2, heck, Warzone 2 may fail. I don't know. It's going to be an awkward one having two Warzones working at the same time. It looks like Warzone 1 is going to be going offline and then relaunching on the 28th of November under its new name, Warzone Caldera. Apparently, you'll be getting a special reward in Warzone 2.0 if you're an OG veteran in Warzone. Heck, that's pretty cool. I wonder what that reward will include. COD points, maybe? I mean, God, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't give you COD points. I mean, they already messed up people's XP tokens. Anyway, let's get into the Warzone Battle Pass. So, the Battle Pass will have a new Battle Pass system. I'm not entirely sure how that would go on. You'll get a new operator, Zeus. It looks like a it looks like a Zara skin. No, not a Zara skin. Kind of a little, not a Zara skin, a Rose skin. Maybe I'm wrong on that. We will get the BASP, which I'm pretty sure that was in Advanced Warfare, and the Victus XMRSN, which is it looks like the Tundra. I don't know the official name for the actual weapon, from Black Ops Cold War. There's going to be a Warzone, a Modern Warfare FC event. Now, I don't know whether this is going to tie into the whole World Cup thing. I don't know if we're going to get World Cup content in this. It may be Warzone 2.0. Is there going to be like a live event for the World Cup? I'm not entirely sure, unless they don't want to support it because it's in Qatar. I have no idea what's in store for Call of Duty. Haven't even mentioned that, so I'm guessing we have to wait and see if we're going to get a World Cup tie-in event. However, there is some pretty noticeable football players in here. Lionel Messi, Paul Pogba, and Neymar Jr. I think they did Messi a little bit dirty in this, not going to lie. They didn't really give him much of a beard. It kind of clean. I mean, I guess that if he's a soldier, you got to be kind of clean shaven, haven't you? But still, I would have loved to see him a little bit of a beard there, at least. Weapons, operators, and more. So it looks like we've got the M13B, which is I think it's the M13 from Modern Warfare 2019. And then we have got the Chimera, which kind of looks a bit like the Kilo 14. Oh, no, it's not. It's the Honey Badger, sorry. I think it's the Honey Badger. I thought it looked like it kind of still looks like the Kilo 141. But I think that is the Honey Badger, because we haven't seen the Honey Badger. I think it is the Honey Badger, which I'm excited to see. Yeah, I thought that was the Kilo 141 a second then, but yeah, that kind of is. Yeah, it looks like the Honey Badger. So that will be mid-season. That will be inside the season. I'm guessing they're the ones that you have to complete the challenges for, and the weapons will. I don't mind completing the challenges. It looks like you're getting new bundles. You get the Pro Pack, the Sloth Pack, the Greed Pack, and the Fringe Tactical. New operators, these claws, which hasn't been revealed yet. I wonder if we're going to get a Christmas sort of event as well, like we did in Vanguard. I know a lot of people didn't really like Krampus. I know Warzone had Krampus, which was a weird event, very weird event. Krampus, I think, randomly followed you in Warzone, like picked a random player to follow in Warzone. So it was very, very weird. And it looks like we're going to be getting Gaz as an operator in the season. So that's pretty cool. We're getting a lot, like I said before, it seems like we're getting drip fed content instead of them just releasing content we didn't really see. And that kind of scares me a little bit. That makes me wonder, is there going to be a lot of content in this game's coming cycle? Are we going to get more in this season? I'm not too sure. I mean, this season looks pretty action-packed. I'm not going to lie. So obviously we've got Warzone 2.0 with the Al Mazrah map and the DMZ mode that is launching with it. There's going to be a new Gulag mode. I think it's a 2v2 Gulag, so kind of twists it up a little bit. You're paired with a heavy chopper is a new vehicle and a Hummer EV. I wonder if that's a sponsored thing. I don't know if it's an actual. I think it's the actual Hummer. I think it's a sponsored sort of segment. I could be wrong. I think it is sponsored. The new game features Aquamatic Combat, Circle Collapse, Proximity Chat, new buy stations, third-person playlist, integration BR. So there's some new gameplay features they will be adding to. I'm guessing some of them features will be added to Warzone. I wonder if we're going to get a third-person mode in Warzone as well. Are we going to get a third-person specific Warzone, or are you going to be allowed to use third-person and first-person simultaneously? You know, switch back if you want to. I wonder if we're going to get that. Maybe I missed that chapter. I'm not entirely sure. However, we have got, for Modern Warfare 2, we've got some pretty cool maps on the way, and I'm kind of excited for this. Shoot House 6v6. Shoot House is an incredible map. I like smaller maps like this. It's like House from Vanguard. Maps like that, you can easily grind your weapons, and that's where I upgraded a lot of my weapons. I think I ranked up a hell of a lot of my weapons playing maps like that, because they're very small. If you die, you just respawn again, and you go around there. So they're pretty cool maps if you want to, say, rank up your weapons and do maybe camo challenges in. So I'm glad they've actually brought Shoot House back. It looks like it's got a bit of a twist, though, from the looks of it. It's got a bit of a different feel. It looks like it's not going to be exactly the same as Shoot House from this little picture I see. I wouldn't be surprised if Shoot House was actually in Warzone somewhere or another. I think it was in Shoot House is in Verdansk as well. Either way, we got the classic map, one of probably the oldest maps in Call of Duty history, Shipment. Everybody loves that map. Kind of. I like that map. I wonder if the spawns are going to be sort of fixed on it, or the spawns are just going to be like... I mean, to be honest, I kind of like the spawns now. I've kind of gotten used to them. It is what it is. Like, I guess they probably can't do anything about it. Yeah, it's how it happens. I mean, I'm still excited for Shipment. It's, yeah. There's nothing really else to say. It's Shipment. You know, it's. I wonder if we're gonna get a Christmas style Shipment. I wonder what maps we're gonna get for Christmas, because I know Modern Warfare 2019 released some Christmas maps, and I don't think I think they completely deleted them from the game after Christmas. So I wonder what we're gonna get as a little Christmas event. Obviously they're not going to mention it yet because Christmas is not around near yet. But I wonder if we're gonna get Christmas Crash. I remember that from Call of Duty 4. There was a Christmas version of Crash. So yeah, I really do wonder what we're going to see for a Christmas event. Hopefully it's nothing like Vanguard's Christmas event, because that, I don't know, it kind of felt boring, that, to be honest. But either way, we got new in-game mode, a raid game mode. So it looks like it's kind of a Spec Ops mode mission like raid. It's going to be a 3-player competitive engagement requiring teamwork and strategic puzzle solving, thinking in between bouts of intense combat. So I think it's like a Spec Ops type of mode. I'd love to see the twist on that and see how well that punches in. It looks like we've got new Spec Ops missions, high ground. It looks like, from the looks of it, it looks like we're going to be getting a new sort of mission like we did in the campaign. CDL Mosh Pit. So I wonder if they're preparing people for these the ranked playlists with CDL. So there's going to be a CDL. It looks to be, there's going to be a CDL skin as well. That's going to be dropping. So yeah, that's season 1, sorry, not season 2, of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2. I'm very happy with how this is turning out, and I hope to God nothing fails. I hope everything goes smoothly. I want Call of Duty to succeed. After years, I've been playing this game since Call of Duty 2, since Call of Duty 3, around that time. And it's made me kind of realize, Call of Duty. If you've come from an older Call of Duty, say if you haven't played Call of Duty since maybe Advanced Warfare, a lot has changed. Or maybe you haven't played Call of Duty since like World at War, a lot has changed. A hell of a lot has changed since then. We've seen a lot more content dropped. And I'm happy to see it like this. I like to see Call of Duty revolutionize and change in a different way. And I'm happy for the future of Call of Duty. If this is how they're going to release things, hopefully there's no bugs and horrible stuff like that. So it looks like custom loadouts are going to be back. Similar to the original Call of Duty Warzone, loadouts play a huge role in what makes this game unique. And in this new era, players will have quicker access to their loadouts. Primary benefit: the primary weapon. There are 3 ways to earn a loadout, or at least a primary weapon. Shops: players can use the in-game in-match cash at the shops. New name for buy station. Why would you change that? I mean, I guess it's shorter. To purchase their primary weapons for their creator. Loadout drop: public event. Loadout drops will be public. Strongholds and black sites, player can also search their loadout in the early game as a reward for cleaning a stronghold. Okay, that's cool. Additionally, in looting mechanics, Warzone will implement a new backpack system fully integrated for DMZ and streamlined for Battle Royale modes. Defining the new Gulag. After next, the new Gulag received some changes over the past 2 months while still being grounded within the traditional Warzone experience. The Gulag will be a 2v2 environment where randomly paired duos must coordinate to take down their opponent. All players will receive a predefined loadout at launch. This will be a pistol or a shotgun, a lethal grenade, and tactical grenade, with highly effective weaponry and gear placed towards the map's center. So it looks like you can pick up weapons. The Gulag will also include Jailer will appear in the middle of the match to help speed up the combat. Defeating the Jailer will return all 4 Gulag prisoners back into the Battle Royale, which offers a dilemma. Do both duos agree to wait and fight this powerful enemy together, or does one get greedy and try to... Okay, so it kind of gives you a bit of an option. Do you wait for this Jailer to come back in? Do you take him out as a team and work together and you all get to drop out, or do you try to take out... So you've got a bit of a wide variety of options. I do like this. This is something that's definitely going to twist the way of Warzone 2.0, and I think this may change it for the better. I have no idea. However, I think this is a good implementation, to say the least, and I would love to see more of that. I like where this. A lot of people do not like the 2v2 Warzone. However, 2v2 Gulag. However, I thought the Gulag is kind of easy. It's boring. It's like, oh well, it's just a straight. The fact they've added sort of a 2v2 sort of experience, or a 4-player Gulag experience is kind of cool. I don't know how that's going to work. I mean, I'm guessing it's... I don't know how it's going to work straight away. I mean, if you die straight away, I think you've just got to wait again for more players to die. I've only seen a few times where I've actually been in a Gulag. I think this has only happened like 2 or 3 times to me, where I've been in a Gulag and no one has been in the Gulag. So no one in that like minute or so died and went to the Gulag, which is, I don't know whether that was a glitch or that was true, because there's no way no one died within that minute of me being in the Gulag. However, that may have been true, I'm not entirely sure. Heavy Chopper and Hummer EV. 2 vehicles define the refreshed vehicle roster for Warzone 2.0. An aerial powerhouse known as the Heavy Chopper, which can hover in the air without a pilot, and the GMC Hummer EV pickup, a versatile means to quickly cover serious ground with the whole squad in this all-electric super truck. So it looks like this is kind of a sponsored thing with GMC, which is pretty cool to see. I mean, yeah, I think we've seen this with games before. Here are the full roster of vehicles you can expect to find in Al Mazrah. AV, nimble 3-seater with little protection. Obviously, you wouldn't really use the ATV for... That's more of you trying to get out of a situation or get out of the zone. You know, the gas is coming in quickly, you want something that's there. You can't find anything else. It's kind of a thing you can sneak as well. You know, let's say if, you know, someone's following you in a... I don't know, a big... You know, a EV. I don't know if the EV is going to be way faster. I mean, it's probably going to power out. I wonder how the EV would go as well. Would you be able to hear it? Will it be more of a stealthy way of going around? I mean, I can imagine it's going to be... I don't know how they're going to implement that. Are they going to add a little bit of noise? Because, I mean, that could just be an overpowered beast. If no one can hear it, it's like it's got dead silence on constantly. It's like a dead silence thing. So, I mean, I wonder how they're going to implement. Are they just going to leave it how it is and no one can really hear it? So we've got the UTV, an all-terrain lightwork 4-seater. That's going to be good for, you know, getting round quickly. Hatchback 4-door civilian vehicle without any Again, that's going to be another vehicle that, if anything's there, you grab it when you need it. You know, it's something I would use as getting out of a situation or a means of travelling. You know, you're not really looking for much protection, but you need to find protection. We got the SUV standard all-terrain civilian 4x4 with the boxy frame. Again, another vehicle you would use to get around all terrains. The GMC Hummer all-electric super truck engineered with a off-road. Obviously, you use that maybe in stealth. Like I said, I don't know how it's going to sound. It may sound stupid. I don't know how they're going to implement this. It's kind of cool they've got an electric. I think Battlefield have done this as well. So yeah, it's kind of cooler implementing electric vehicles into Warzone. Kind of a little bit of freshness and a bit realistic. We get the cargo truck, a large industrial vehicle with a flatbed. This will be very good for carrying teammates. Say you've got a teammate in the back, you can lay down and shoot off, say, anyone trying to come in. It's a very cool vehicle for that, and plus, I don't know if they're going to allow you to put trophy systems on that again. That would be a cool thing to do. Just attach a trophy system straight to the back of it. Who knows if they'll implement that. We got the light helo twin-engine light helicopter for rapid traversal and combat support. So it looks like maybe you could use that for getting around a little bit easier or getting out of a situation quickly. Maybe you don't want to attack, but you want to get out of the situation and not involve yourself or there's a lot of people in that surrounding location. That looks very cool, to say the least. With a heavy chopper, this is probably the chopper you would use for pushing a squad or trying to infiltrate a place. More tactical. And it's not something you would use to, say, get out of a situation straight away. You would want to do some damage before you left that situation. And then we got the RHIB, Removable Tactical Boat designed for Special Forces. Again, I think this is the first time we're seeing a boat in Warzone. This is going to be a cool little thing. I'm excited to see how well this is going to be used. From like the trailers and stuff, it looks incredible. You imagine this, you have a heavy chopper chasing you down the lake, and you're just on the back of the turret, or the turret of the boat, and you're trying to fend off the heavy chopper, and they're just shooting down on you, raining bullets. I mean, this is going to be, you're pretty much recreating your own action movie here. This is going to be fucking mental when this launches. I mean, armoured patrol boats, reinforced. Okay, so it looks like the RHIB is just, I don't think it doesn't have it's more of something you'd use to just tactically get out of a situation. Again, the armoured patrol boat has a 50 cal machine gun, which is cool. So again, you would use that. That's, your action scene thing. Vehicle fuel gas station. No more unlimited fuel sources. All vehicles, yes, including the EV. Ho ho ho! This is going to make people play more tactical. People are going to actually be like, oh shit, we've got to play well now. We can't just rush into an objective. We've got to take things a little slowly, which is good. I know this was a little bit teased before, but it hasn't really been into much. Use fuel over time, and when it runs out, that vehicle is no longer usable. Vehicles can be refilled within the gas cans found around the map or at gas stations. I wonder how long the EV vehicle is going to take to charge. Is it going to be like an instant charge, or is it going to take a little time to charge? I wonder how they're going to implement that. That would be a cool thing. Gas stations can also repair body damage and tyres, thereby restoring the vehicle health. However, operations can also perform flat tyre repairs anywhere in the world by interacting. I wonder if they're going to add a store to allow you to buy things like buy armour and upgrade your vehicle, maybe upgrade the engine and stuff. I would love, like GTA has, you can like put a level upgrade. I would love to see that. That would be a cool thing implemented if they did have a store mechanic to able to like upgrade your vehicle, add a different level of armour that's a lot stronger and has a better damage. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. I may have actually shot the idea to them. So if that is a thing, if you are listening, Activision, which highly doubt it, I would love to see that implemented in this game. That would be a cool thing. Aquamatic combat, another new thing to Warzone, whether by boat or by breaststroke, operators can navigate waterways, rivers, and the open sea as part of their overall victory strategy. Remember, only sidearms, melee weapons, and throwing knives can be used while you're submerged. Again, that's a cool thing as well. I mean, I guess it makes you play more tactical. You can kind of hide under. I wonder if you can get like breathing masks, a breathing apparatus to go underwater. I wonder if you could be able to find them. Maybe that's what they're going to add in the next coming Warzone update. But you could traverse and find them around the Warzone maps. Or there'll be diving quarters where you can find them in, and you could dive under. I don't know. That would be very cool to see. That would be a great hiding spot. Say if a heavy chopper's after you, you can duck under. And, kind of get a little bit of cover. I mean, they're most likely going to realise you're there, but they're not going to expect which part of the water you're coming out of or if you've swam away. So I wonder how that's going to be implemented and if you're going to be allowed breathing masks and stuff like that. That would, like I said, be something they would probably add later down the line. The shops. Each buy station contains a unique set of items for purchase in the limited quantities, including kill streaks, armor plates, and more. You can see these offerings and buy back fallen squad mates within the new interface. Of course, we've already spoken about DMZ, but this is more play your way, compare in the completely new Warzone experience. In addition to traditional Warzone modes, the Battle Royale solos, duos, trios, and quads, Warzone 2.0 will launch with a brand new experience, DMZ. DMZ is an open-world narrative-focused extraction shooter where operator squads have free reign to complete faction-based missions, take on additional side objectives, engage with the enemy operations or AI combatants. Now, like I said, that's where I only saw AI. I hope there's not going to be overuse of AI in this game and Warzone. I want to experience players as well, don't get me wrong. I do want some AI in there, to make me feel like I'm doing something, but I do want a bit of a challenge as well. If there's no challenge, there's no point playing. Obviously, I don't want it to be like a random multiplayer match where you're running around the map sliding and, you're playing competitive because of skill-based matchmaking, but I still want that sort of freshness to it. And it says here, and search for valuable items, all while fighting to survive. Extraction. Third-person playlist has announced that next Warzone 2.0 will include third-person playlists. Okay, I like this twist. I mean, I would have thought they would have done what maybe PUBG did, like you could have a third-person and first-person experience, but shifting perspective could completely change the Battle Royale fundamentals, allowing different ability tactics alerted, but action-packed gameplay feel. Third-person playlists will be introduced into the Battle Royale week rotation during Season 1. Okay, this is cool. Warzone, okay, so this is more about Warzone Caldera and what will happen to it. While we look ahead of Warzone 2.0, we also want to address our plans for Warzone 1. Access to Call of Duty Warzone 1 continues as normal until November the 16th, with a short intermission takes place during the launch of the window of Warzone 2.0. At expected 8 AM PT on November the 16th, Warzone 1 servers will be temporarily go offline. As Vanguard's Season 5 ends. So that's cool. At approximately 10 AM PT, Call of Duty Warzone 2.0 will be released as part of the Modern Warfare 2 Season 1. Once the Warzone 2 ecosystem is officially stable and a small development team break from Thanksgiving, the developers this US holiday, Warzone is planned to relaunch as Call of Duty Warzone Caldera, not Warzone 2, as a separate experience. This will happen at approximately 10 AM PT on November the 20th. As a token of our appreciation, those people who played Warzone 1 will be gifted a few items to use in Warzone 2.0. So following the relaunch, we'll have two different Warzone games you can play, Warzone 2.0 and Warzone Caldera. Warzone 2.0's progressions will be... So it looks like if you play Warzone 2.0, it's pretty obvious that the progression system will be only available in in Modern Warfare 2. You will not be able to ever integrate it with the older Call of Duties that were released in the past 3 years. And it looks like Warzone Caldera continues as a separate game from from Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0. Expect the following gameplay to experience within player progression. So it looks like a lot of your player progression everything is going to stay in Warzone 1, except to access a standard Battle Royale playlist. Modern Warfare 2 or Warzone 2 content included will not be available in Warzone Caldera. 2 times XP will not be transferable between Warzone Caldera and Warzone 2.0. While Warzone Caldera won't have an in-game store, COD points will be transferable between all games. I've already realised that. It seems like if you go on like an older Call of Duty, say if I try to load up like Infinite Warfare or Black Ops 3, you can still view your COD points anyway in there. So it looks like COD points still transferable in every Call of Duty that supports COD points. Obviously Shootout Shipment set for reimagined return. Brilliant games, even though they're not exactly the best, most exciting thing for a lot of people. So this is the raid system, coming mid-season raid episode 1, continuing the story of Modern Warfare 2 campaign. Raids will be the ultimate challenge for trios with a mix of stealth, all-out action, and puzzle-solving objectives. Expect a full tactical overview and additional raids until mid-season. So this this is coming in the mid-season. So this is a lot of content. Like I said, I think this is going to be at least 200 gigabytes of content here. Although I'm not entirely sure how this is going to play out 100%. Tier 1 and Combat Record. The Tier 1 playlist will be available at the start of Season 1. This playlist will feature decreased health, limited HUD elements. I think this is the hardcore mode tier. I don't know why they called it Tier 1. They just like to rename things, apparently. And friendly fire turned on for a more mil-sim-like experience. Yes, this is the reason why combat records were not added in the official game release, which I still don't get. Maybe it's... I mean, they could have addressed it at least. They could have said, you know what, we won't add... Or they could have put on like a flash thing when it comes... Sorry, combat records are being developed, or combat records will not be available until Warzone 2. They could have addressed it. I thought that would be more... Maybe they did, and a lot of players... I didn't see it especially, so... I don't know, but it doesn't look like they addressed it from what I've seen. Either way, I think they should have addressed it in the game. Nobody really checks Twitter 100%, so they should have addressed it in the game and said, you know what, this and this, you know, you won't have the combat record until Season 1. But it says here, combat records will also arrive in Modern Warfare 2 in Season 1. More info to follow. We appreciate your patience regarding the launch of these expected features. You're damn right they're expected. Holy shit! Now it's not the most important thing in the game, the combat record, but it's just nice to see how well you performed. I know KD kind of ruined Call of Duty in my opinion because everyone's expected to play like pros. Oh, hey, what's your KD record? Oh, mine's like fucking 0.5. Oh, you're trash. 0.6. Oh, you're trash. It's all like that. So I guess that's maybe why a lot of people just feel shit and like everyone's like, "Hi, I have better KD than you." I think that kind of ruined Call of Duty in a little bit, in my opinion, because it makes you play like you actually want to sweat your ass off as well. So, hey, that's just my thought anyway. General season overview. New battle pass now with more player choice. Conquer a new battle pass as you play map sectors your way to unlock both free and premium items in whatever order you decide. 4 weapons, 6 total operators, new weapon platforms, and two trios, one of the elite soldiers and one of the football's finest, are set to bluster your arsenal and operator roster. Seasonal prestige system. This is probably one of the most hated things. I don't really like seasonal. I don't get why they did this, but there's nothing we can really do about it. New challenges and rewards await you can clear military ranks. Introducing the new battle pass in this season, Modern Warfare. In the seasons of Modern Warfare 2019, the Battle Pass system offer players a collection of free items, including functional weapons and Call of Duty points, just by playing the game. It gave you... Okay, so that's what it gave you COD points and stuff like that. So you essentially could buy the Battle Pass for free with all the COD points in there. I don't know if they realised that. In Season 1, we are introducing a new iteration of Battle Pass with a host of... players will have more choices and more agency than ever before. Okay. Instead of linear streamline of tiers set out in a scrolling row along the bottom of your screen, your battle pass takes the form of ultra sector map. Players will unlock items using earned battle token tier skips across this map, which is themed within the current... Oh, okay. Multi-sector map, okay. Which is themed within the current map. Each map has at least 20 sectors with 5 items in each sector. Tokens can be used to either unlock sectors or earn more. Okay, I don't know what that's part of. It's kind of confusing, that a little bit. Like, 4 weapons. So you get Eagle Eye players will have seen and have used both of the seasoned functional weapons within the Battle Pass system while playing the Modern Warfare 2 campaign. Now you can wield them across multiplayer Spec Ops and Warzone 2.0 modes, including the Victus XMR and the BASP SMG at launch, with the Honey Badger, I'll say Honey Badger, and the M13B assault rifle during the season. The Victus, so this is hard-hitting bolt action. This is the Victus XMR, the hard-hitting bolt action rifle with a 50 cal BMG ammunition. Tipped bullets are fast and powerful but require precise shots over long distances. The BSMP aggressive, so I'm pretty sure that this is free. I think these are all free. Store, bundle, or weapon unlock challenge, so you'll have a weapon unlock challenge, which I do like some of these challenges. I hope they're not just over ridiculous, like throw smoke or get kills within smoke. I saw a few guns with that, I was like, really? So I have to throw smoke just I gave up on some of these some of these guns to get. So it looks like we're getting a lot of all these guns. It looks like it's going to be the exact same. There's 2 free guns in the Battle Pass, so one will be around 15 or something like that, tier 15. Well, I don't know. They're not even adding it. I think you just unlock the Battle Pass when you unlock the Battle Pass. I'm not entirely, like I said. It's kind of, unless we see the Battle Pass, it's kind of confusing at the moment how the Battle Pass system really would work. However, Squad goals: 6 operators, a Nigerian counter-terrorist group founder, a Danish special ops, and a Task Force 1's finest. So these are just the Klaus mid-season, Gaz mid-season, and then obviously the FC kickoffs in the season with Messi, Pogba, and Neymar, which is cool. Prestige, seasonal prestige. This year's leveling up past rank 50 will allow you to earn a prestige rank across all seasons rather than having it reset at the end of each season. Okay, I did hate that. I remember was it Modern Warfare 2019? It completely I think it reset to like rank 50, so every season you had to grind up like 100 ranks. And it was kind of annoying, and I know it did that in Vanguard and Cold War. You grinded, and then after it, maybe if you didn't get to the right prestige, it stopped. So it looks like Prestige 2 will be unlocked at rank 100, Prestige 3, 150, and then so on. Call of Duty League, its major first host code, Bowl3. Okay, so it looks like they are going to be integrating World Cup into this. Through a November the 13th visit, participating Pilot or Flying Traveller Centre round in your in-store purchase and donate. So the endowment fund, of course, major kickoff season. Speaking the Call of Duty Major League taking place. Okay, so it looks like, that's it. I'm happy to say this is going to be a great season, hopefully. Oh god, I'm excited. I don't want to get my hopes too much up with this, but I really, really, really do hope this is a clean launch and doesn't mess up in any way, shape or form. I have high hopes for this. I probably shouldn't have because it's a Call of Duty game. But heck, I really do hope. I really, really, really do hope this game changes how Call of Duty and changes the history of Call of Duty and really does make players happy, because for God's sake, they've got to make a lot of people, and make Blame Truth happy for once. Call of Duty, make Blame Truth happy, because that guy has been shilling out content and shitting on Call of Duty for years, so surprise him Although he did make a video saying he doesn't like this, but who knows? Hopefully this Call of Duty does change the way Call of Duty is in history.